Greetings, and welcome back to Jade Green Health, the channel where we explore ways to lead a healthier and happier life. Today we're looking at a topic that many of us can relate to: emotional eating. It's a common challenge, but the good news is that there are strategies to overcome it and consequently develop a healthier dietary mindset. Emotional eating is when we turn to food in response to our emotions rather than as a response to our hunger. Whether it's stress, boredom, sadness, or even happiness, emotional eating can become a habit that negatively impacts our well-being. The key is learning how to identify and manage these emotions without turning to food as a coping mechanism. The first step in overcoming emotional eating is to understand your triggers. Ask yourself, what emotions lead me to eat? It could be stress from work, relationship issues, or simply boredom. Once you identify your triggers, you can work on addressing the root causes of those emotions. Consider keeping a food and emotion journal. Write down what you eat, when you eat, and how you're feeling at that moment. This can help you identify patterns and make connections between your emotions and your eating habits. Awareness is a powerful tool in breaking the cycle of emotional eating. Emotional eating is a complex behavior that can be influenced by a variety of factors. Here are some of the common causes of emotional eating. Stress triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that can increase cravings for sugary and fatty foods. Many people turn to comfort foods as a way to cope with stress. When individuals are bored, they may seek out food as a source of entertainment or distraction. Eating can provide a temporary escape from monotony. Personal emotional events, such as a breakup, loss, or conflict, can lead to an emotional eating response as a way to numb or soothe negative experiences. Over time, people can develop habits associating certain emotions with specific foods. For example, reaching for ice cream when feeling sad or having chips when experiencing stress. Social situations, gatherings, or celebrations often involve food. People may sometimes eat in response to the social environment or peer pressure, irrespective of their actual hunger levels. Feelings of loneliness or isolation can lead individuals to seek comfort in food, and the act of eating may temporarily fill an emotional void. Some individuals associate food with rewards. For example, treating oneself with a favorite snack after a particularly challenging day may create a connection between positive emotions and eating. Some people may not have developed effective coping mechanisms for dealing with stress, sadness, or other emotions, which may lead them to turn to food as a default response. Hormonal fluctuations, such as those during menstruation, pregnancy, or menopause, can impact emotions and cravings, potentially leading to emotional eating. External cues, such as the sight or smell of food, can trigger eating behaviors, even if the individual is not physically hungry. This can be especially true in environments where food is often readily available. Some individuals may not be fully aware of their emotional states or may not recognize the connection between their emotions and particular eating habits. Increased self-awareness can therefore be crucial in effectively addressing emotional eating. It's important to note that emotional eating is a relatively common behavioral trait, and is not inherently negative. However, when it becomes a primary coping mechanism and leads to unhealthy eating patterns, it can impact both physical and emotional well-being. Recognizing the triggers and addressing the underlying causes are essential steps in overcoming emotional eating. Try to practice mindful eating. Pay attention to what you eat, savor each bite, and listen to your body's hunger and fullness cues. By being more present during meals, you can foster a healthier relationship with food and reduce the tendency to use it as an emotional crutch. Instead of turning to food when emotions arise, develop alternative coping mechanisms. This could include activities like exercise, journaling, meditation, or talking to a friend. Finding non-food related ways to manage stress and emotions is vital in breaking the cycle of emotional eating. Building a support system is often an essential element in this process. Share your goals with friends or family, or consider seeking professional help from a therapist or dietitian. Having an effective support system can provide encouragement, accountability, and guidance as you work towards overcoming emotional eating. Remember, breaking free from emotional eating is a process that takes time and self-compassion. By understanding your triggers, keeping a journal, practicing mindful eating, developing healthy coping mechanisms, and building a support system, you can take significant steps towards a healthier dietary relationship. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with anyone who might benefit. Subscribe for more health tips, and until next time, take good care of yourselves.